is going to be the future.
Actually. Are you guys going to PAX East?
I think I am.
Wait, maybe. What? Why would you ever go to PAX East?
I just want to point out that the top 10% of wealth own 85% of stocks, not in the stock market that we're talking about at Twitch, but in the American, like the New York Stock Exchange. So just understand that whenever the stock market is doing well, it doesn't necessarily mean that the economy is doing well, but when the stock market is doing poorly,
Hassan,
everyone's
Hassan,
how did this?
No, stop, Hassan. I'm gonna teach you a thing or two, okay, dude? Listen, okay. If you can somehow turn the button off that just made you ruin the entire fun we just had right there, I promise you, you would literally be so much more successful on Twitch because you could have a personality side and a political side. You've invested entirely in the political people, and let me tell you about them, okay? Political people are fickle. As soon as you make one mistake that contradicts your own opinion, they're all gone, okay? So build a personality community and turn that button completely off.
Ninja learn some French.
Je suis meilleur. Meilleur. It means the best. Je suis. Not je suis. What did I just say? Je suis means
I'm coming. Like when you have.
We're learning some French tonight. Je suis meilleur. Meilleur.
Guys, that's offensive to me, dude. And where's the After Dark overlay? The fuck? I didn't get a warning. I wasn't ready for some After Dark content on my PG-13 schedule. The fuck?
We could do it better. And everybody's like, well, why don't you just go fucking jump in the water then, you fucking retard? Nobody would take you seriously.
That's not what I said. See, dude, why are...
No, stop. That's exactly what you're fucking saying.
It's an analogy.
No, shut the fuck up.
The analogy is extreme.
Please let me finish my point.
Extreme.
Please let me finish my point. Please let me finish my point.
Let the man finish.
Bro, I thought New Zealand would chill him out. What happened?
It's not because I can't...
Press that button.
Oh my fucking god.
Unplug.
In this analogy, the boat...
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry, I can't make out. I can't make out what you're saying. Why do you Scottish people insist on speaking in a way that we cannot understand? And you seem to almost revel in the fact you can't be understood. The way you type, we've seen you on Twitter and the like. You seem to revel in the fact you can't be understood. Which is alright in comedy, seeing you on television. But here, this is a real world, and we're trying to take your order. You're not making it easy. This is a real world. Why do you have to speak in such an accent? You know, you're very Scottish. You're very Scottish.
Post-World War II and therefore partaking in widespread government subsidies for housing. Interestingly enough, they are also the first generation to define their world in terms of generations, which parallels the ability of 30-year-old boomers to identify themselves as such.
Okay, first of all, that kid's not 30. That kid's like 23. Okay, I grew up in an area like this. And he lives at home.
Activity.
El Mirza, what's your prediction for the future of the S&P? I think S&P is is the best market to have an ETF fund in. Why? Because it's actively managed. It's the only actively managed thing there is.
A 30-year-old boomer will enjoy include mowing the lawn early in the morning on a Saturday or trading stocks.
Oh my god. Dude, listen, guys. Listen, I don't know if anyone caught this. Fortunately, I have some good friends that are catching this stuff. Listen, for those of you that put so much credibility into Hassan, listen, this is who he hosted before he fixed it. Really good, dude. Hey, listen, dude. Hey, really. And that's exactly what's happening.
No! The fact of the matter is that the thing that exploits the poor people the most is the capitalist system. If you're poor, you don't have a fucking voice. No, except you're not, because the only people that can make a difference are the people that are wealthy. And can you let me fucking finish one fucking sentence? Holy fucking shit! Please shut the fuck up for 2 seconds.
You're the king of interrupting, okay?
I haven't got like a single fucking point across, okay?
Because you don't finish, dude. Just finish.
No, because it's more.
Just
finish,
forehead. Just finish, forehead. That Swedish girl, dude. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the podcast.
You are.
I
Or
don't.
is he
I
like?
don't
Is
think
he
I've ever
casting?
looked at him and thought he's just light enough.
Well, it sounds
I
like
don't
it's
know.
because you're white and you literally don't give a fuck about what other minority groups think.
Here
Like, I
we
mean, like
go,
that's.
dude.
I mean,
No,
that's what it
I
sounds
just
like.
don't care what
That
color
escalated
skin
quickly.
you-
Why are all of
I
your
don't
thoughts
sit
so
there and judge
extreme?
people
It's
based
just,
on
that's just
what
like such
color
a
they
funny.
are.
That's just such a funny comment from a white person. Like, oh, I've never looked at a black person or given a fuck what they look like. Yeah, no fucking
No,
shit, because
I
you
don't
obviously
care what shade
Like,
they are. Why would anybody care? Who cares?
But, I
what
mean,
shade someone's
I don't know.
skin
You should
is?
ask somebody maybe that has like really dark skin. Maybe you'd learn
it-
something. Who knows?
There's 0
I
and there's
have
like 100.
friends who are
Somehow
very
we started
dark
at
skinned.
0.
Scarlet
Ended up at 100.
That was such an accusation.
Yeah, no,
damn.
Scarlet.
3, 2, 1. Nick, nothing's going on.
Unfortunate.
Nick?
What?
What happened? Wait! Oh. No.
Next week's podcast is going to be a big one. I got some. Listen, I'm not going to say names yet. I sent a mass email to 10 of the biggest right-wing YouTubers. We're talking huge, and 3 of them already got back to me within the hour. Next week is going to be a big.
Wow, some people they sound desperate, dude. If they're immediately jumping on it. Wait, who are they? Just write them in the chat. Let me see.
They don't sound desperate. It's because I wrote a beautiful thing about how.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
There's
I'm
2
out of
people on this
control. I
platform that
apologize
are
for that.
preaching this pro SJW, pro censorship, and they were in it, dude. I put that down. They love that, dude. I'm like, hey,
Oh,
I need some
who
backup
else?
here.
Who is it? Yeah, just link him to me.
I can't say, dude.
Also, wait,
can't say.
I said that I refuse to go on and debate someone with Destiny unless Destiny's community says beforehand that they're not gonna fucking bully me after the debate.
They're gonna bully you after the debate.
No, I know they.
And Mom and I, we were in the grocery store, and I was desperately looking for booster packs for Magic. In a regular grocery store, they're not gonna have it, right? My mom's like, I don't think they have it here. I'm like, oh, but I want Magic cards, Mom. I want Magic cards. I'll go look for them. And I walk around the store. I walk around everywhere, and eventually, I find them. I find a booster pack. It says Magic all over it. And I'm like, yes. And I bring my mom. I'm like, Mom, they have booster packs. Look, they have booster packs. And I point at them. My mom looks at me and she's like, no, they're not booster packs. I'm like, Mom, it says Magic. They're booster packs. No, they're not booster packs. We're not buying those. I'm like, what the fuck, Mom? Let me have them. And so I was really sad because we didn't buy them. And then it took me probably 20 years. No, not 20 years. Like until I was 20 years old. Before I thought back on that moment and I realized it had the same shape of a Magic booster pack, and it said Magic on it. They sold it right behind the register. They were condoms. And so the brand was called Magic.
It's hot in here.
Yeah.
We need a fan. But all I got is a can. About to hit Miz with a pan.
No. Yeah.
Dude, I can't do this. I'm embarrassing myself.
Yeah.
The fuck isn't anybody donating? You guys think I
Down at the end. You suck.
Fine. I'm not
because
here
your
for those
point is
points.
really,
I'm telling you what it is.
No, it's not a point. You're saying dumb. You're literally saying like something is inconvenient or convenient, and then you're saying that like you're like not making any arguments at all. Like what the fuck? I don't understand.
I'm not here to argue anything. I'm telling you my opinion. Do you understand? My opinion is that's my opinion. If you can't accept it, that's fine. People can call me stupid all day, but if I preach for something and my answer to why I don't...
I'm 26, love. I'm 27 this year. Fact.
That's awesome.
But
you're
that's
still,
a fact.
So, hold on, Scarlett. How long have you been into fitness and like just?
I
overall
started working out when I was about 24, so I guess that means like 7 years now.
Cool.
She can do
Did
math.
you play sports? Did you play sports in high school?
I never played sports. I was always like artsy. I just like was not very competitive. I just kind of kept my head down, did my thing. But then when I was 24 and I switched from that teenage metabolism to the adult metabolism, I was like, oh, this isn't working. I'm hitting the gym. And the guy that I was hanging out with was into like weightlifting. So he rather.
Now I have 4 people on a conference. I don't know who the 4th guy is.
Just hung up a call. I'm little boy. Okay. I am a little boy. Kare bharua chod. Hello. May I discharge it, madam? Hello.
Wow, Iris is so tiny, jerks. Tiny but mighty.
I am blind, okay?
Alright.
Bumper, I felt bad because. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Okay, you have a question. It's for a friend. Is it gay to suck the dick of a friend for just helping him because he has no girls near him? No, because I've answered that question before. I don't think that's really gay. That's just really friendly. Like, you're so friendly that you would help your man or male bud out. Like,
so many things to do. But people watched already, right? Many people watched already. So I don't think I can do anything. It's too late. This is bad. We are live streamer, so. It's okay. People will forget. They don't have a. They will forget. I'm sorry, Star. I didn't mean this. Honestly. I'm sorry.
Oh! Thanks for subscribing. There's no purple. Oh, can you edit commands, Nico?
It
is.
Let's say that I buy food for my kid, okay, and I come home and my wife is like, "Hey, why did you buy food for the kid?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, because he's hungry." And then you're saying, "Oh, like, why are you justifying it?" Like, you're saying that it's wrong because you're justifying it. If you have a justification for something that's incorrect, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that's the most bizarre statement I've ever heard in my entire life.
No, yours is a cause and effect. It's a reason. You have to buy your kid food because he's hungry. If you decide to steal the food and you justify...
Wait, okay, so I have to buy... So, yeah, okay, so that was like a normative thing, right? So I have to buy the kid food because he's hungry, right? Well, I have to become more popular so that I can reach more people with my message.